Okay. Hey, welcome to Brain Damage Barbecue Special Griddle Edition. What we're doing is we're making some smash burgers tonight. And this is the first time I made smash burgers on my griddle, or ever, period, so this is going to be fun. The idea of smash burgers is they're nice and thin, so they cook really fast, and they get a nice caramelization. You see this burger caramelizing around the edges, those are burnt crispy parts. That's what you want to get in the fridge. This is for my dog. This is called a Brutus burger. So I'm not doing too much of a cook on that. But these are all going to get nice and crispy and caramelized around the edge, because I added some of this, my pepperino oil that I got at Costco. Not sponsored by Costco, but this pepperino oil is what I use for my barbecue bologna burnt ends, which I made one a little while ago in the smoker there, and it turned out amazing as usual. But now what we're going to do is we're going to put these on. We preheated the griddle. I'm throwing some of my pepperino oil down on the extra virgin olive oil down on the griddle, so we get some flavor from that, some nice little spice. The griddle, I believe, is set to medium.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. So we're going to throw all 6 of these on here. And there we go. Now they're cooking. And once we flip them over, we're going to grab some bacon and some Kraft cheese slices, because unfortunately the Cracker Barrel turned out to be empty when I brought it over here. I think Lauren saved it on the way out, so because he's like a cheese fanatic. But that's okay. We forgive him, because these will melt really nicely on there. The Cracker Barrel cheddar is good for like burgers. You know what I mean? Like a regular cheeseburger, that's what you want. These, you want the melty, gooey ooiness of the smash burger. That's the whole point of it. So that's why I think this cheese will be better. But we will see. I got my squish to make them. You know, that's what I squished them down with already. I'm not going to squish them yet. You want to keep those juices in there. That's why I pre-made them thin, as opposed to a lot of people will put them on the griddle and they'll smash them down with their smash burger thing like that, but that way you lose all the juices and everything like that. I didn't want to do that. So we're going to give them a check here. Oh yeah, they're looking pretty good. Let's put this one. Oh, not quite. Put that back over. See, this is sort of a temperamental grilling. No weird hot spots on it. Like, these are definitely,
yeah.
See, that's good. That's looking good there. Let's give them all a little flip just to check them.
And that seems to be hottest towards your side.
Yeah. Yeah, well, see, that one's doing good, but see, it's harder in the middle than it is at the ends, and I know it's cooking weird how Brutus is doing. It's doing good. Okay, so we're just going to leave them on there for another couple of seconds. But actually, what we have time to do now is undo our cheese, because these things can give you difficulty. See, that's what I mean, the cheese rips. Well, the cheese doesn't rip, the wrapper rips, then the cheese rips, and there's some parts on it. Where's my weight for it? One. This is pretty boring, I know. Like maybe I'll do a video on unwrapping cheese 101. That'll be fun, you know.
I'll fast forward through
this. Grab a whole pack of Kraft cheese slices, and I'll just sit there and start unwrapping them for you. You know what I mean? It'll be funny as hell.
I'll time lapse this.
You don't have to time lapse, because now people can't get my humor. You know what I found out the other day? I was sitting on the couch smoking some weed, watching some food and stuff like that, and I shook my head, and it was really cool because it rattled. I was like, wow. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. My brain's going around it. That feels neat. But I think it was the weed that I was smoking, which is really good weed. So, well, still, see, it doesn't cook very fast down there. You see how the blood's coming up on the top? That is an indication that it's getting there. Oh, see, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Those colors right there. Yeah, see, it's getting there. Check these lines. See? Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. See that? Nice coloration. Those little burnt, little crispy areas. Maybe we can swap these guys out, put them over here because it's a little bit harder. Put these guys back here. Because the idea with burgers isn't low and slow. You know, when you're smoking a beef or something like that, you want low and slow. Burgers, Well, there goes the torch. But then you want burgers hot and fast.
So if you were doing this with charcoal, what would your fuel be?
I wouldn't do these kind of burgers with charcoal. You
Okay.
couldn't. And when I do burgers, I do like 250 gram burgers, so they cook 5 minutes aside, give or take. Depends on the flame of the charcoal. Okay, so now we're got that cooking on that side. We're going to take 4 pieces of bacon per stack of burger, because this burger's going on that burger, this burger's going on that burger, and so on. So you want to get bacon between these are bacon cheese smash burgers. Got the bacon on here all nice like that. Oh, you come back here. Now we got our cheese ready to go. Cheese over like that. I wish I had a big top that I could put on top of this. You know, as big as at least as big as this. So I'd have an area like, cause when I was cooking on my open grill, I would cover it, and the cheese would melt better because it would retain the heat, right?
Oh. Lid off the barbecue with smoker. Would it fit?
No,
Oh.
it's round, and it might be too far out. There we go. No, there's nothing there. No, it's got to be down. Like it can't be great big here. It would take too long for the
yeah.
heat to gather up inside. This will be okay because they're gonna mush together when we take them off. So that's Bruce's burger. Oh yeah, it's doing good. We turned this one off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3.
So I guess turn this one off too. Bruce's side is done. Yeah, they're looking pretty tasty. They smell good. I hope they're not too oily because of the oil I added. I didn't add too much though, because oil is not fat. You know, oil would make something greasy, whereas fat makes it juicy. Certain amounts of oil would
Well,
make
the fat
it juicy.
thickens.
Yeah, the fat, yeah. I don't know which one to take off first. I guess these will probably be the most on there. Like that. For a second. And just want to say thank you very much for tuning into this very quick and fast griddle episode of Brain Damage Barbecue. My name is Joel, your host. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep it beefy. Thanks very much for tuning in.